Hello, people. I welcome you to my YouTube channel. This is Voice of the Conscience, and I remain your anchor, DidiStrides. Today, I will begin a series on the Pandora Papers. Recently, the Pandora paper began to trend in my country and all over the internet. Pandora paper, Pandora paper. I deliberately opened this particular um place. You will see that people have done contents on Pandora paper. So when I began to be frank, this is the very first time I'm hearing about Pandora paper. I know about the Pandora box, okay, but this is the very first time I'm hearing about Pandora papers. This is the very first time I'm hearing about ICIJ. And I also know that for quite a lot of people, it is the same. There are a whole lot of people who have not heard about the Pandora Papers before now, and there are a whole lot of people who have not heard about ICIJ before now. So, and I took it upon myself to actually do some research so that I can educate some people on what this phenomenon is all about. Okay, why? Because this so-called Pandora paper had the names of personalities and dignitaries, politicians, kings, international businessmen, sportsmen, celebrities on it. And then amazingly, in my country, people are beginning to point accusing fingers on people, begin to insult dignitaries and begin to insult personalities and begin to say all kinds of things without even knowing what this thing is all about. So I decided to embark on a little research. Thank God for my Google. Google was able to help me out. All right. So I was able to actually gather what the Pandora paper is. So I'm going to be answering the question. I'll be doing series of videos. Just I don't want each of the video to exceed 5 minutes. So I'll be answering the questions, all the questions that you are supposedly asking about Pandora paper. So here I'm going to be dealing what exactly is Pandora paper. Now, Pandora paper is the act of leaking secret information of the world's most powerful and influential people. Some of them are presidents, kings, celebrities, politicians, international businessmen, sportsmen, musicians, pop stars, and all that. So, revealing, leaking their secret information of their business dealings around the world. Of their business dealings around the world. Now, you might want to ask, what is that? How did they source this report? How did they gather this report? Okay. Now, it is believed that they came up 600 journalists. You know, it's a result of investigative journalism. So 600 investigative journalists, all right, from 117 countries, from 150 international media outlets, scrutinized and studied 11.9 million files. And most of these files, the primary source are from the offshore companies that regulates offshore businesses or shell businesses in tax haven. So I'm still going to talk about what a shell company is. I'm still going to talk about what a tax haven is. So I believe that understanding these terms will actually help us to put things in perspective. Will actually help us to understand what we are talking about, so that we don't go about, all right, insulting people unnecessarily when we don't have an understanding of what we're talking about. So the thing here is that Pandora paper is a report of a leaked information about the business dealings around the world of the most influential, most powerful, and the richest individuals and families all over the world. And it is a result of investigative journalism that is done by over 600 journalists. And then in the next clip, I'm going to be talking about who these journalists are, under which auspices they came, Down, that is where we begin to hear the names ICIJ. Thank you so much for listening. And this is Voice of the Conscience, and I remain DidiStrides. God bless you.